Girls, welcome back to the drive-through for a very sluggish Friday beginning to this 7-4 lecture. This is going to feel like notes, so sorry about that. Okay, first we're going to start out with 3 rules, and if I were you, I would copy these down minimally on top of your worksheet, possibly in a notebook if that's what you do, but if you don't take notes, it's fine. Just come back and rewatch this video if you need some help. This is going to have a lot of letters. Don't be intimidated. The first rule says if you're taking the log of 2 things that are being multiplied by each other, you could also rewrite that or consider that the log of the first term plus the log of the second term. Okay? So that's your first rule. Your second log rule of the day says if you're taking the log of 2 things that are being divided, what do you think? That's right. Very good, Sky. Okay? And finally, if you're taking the log of a number to a certain power, well, I'm just curious if anyone would get this. Our multiplication turned into addition. Our division turned into subtraction. This might sound familiar. Any idea what an exponent would turn into? Not square root, but that is the opposite of that. Very good, Paula. It's going to turn in to multiplication. Okay? Now, you need to write all those things down. In this blue box, I don't want you to write this down. I just want you to listen and watch. Okay? Maybe this sounds familiar. What is that? X to the 7th. So what did we do? We took our multiplication and did what to the exponents? We added them. And where did logs come from? They're the inverse of what types of equations? Exponential equations. So that's why these rules are what they are. Does that make sense? I could do a proof. I did one during first bell. It's right here. Uh-oh, no. It's right here in blue. But I don't think it went that well. If you want to know later on, how does this actually work? I'll show you. But I'm not going to put it on the video because I think it did more harm than good earlier. Do you trust that these rules are correct? Okay. Now, there's another rule that you'll need to remember that I taught you on Wednesday. And that is, if you have the log base b of x, and you want to just know what that is as a number, it's called the change of base formula. Not to be confused with the eighth of base formula. And the change of base formula is the log of x divided by the log of b. So that's how you'll use your calculator to evaluate these at the end. So that's all you need to know for this worksheet. But I can tell you this is not an easy worksheet. It starts out easy. In fact, I thought it was easy because I was like, oh, this is not going to be bad at all. But then there's some tricky ones, which is totally okay. So what we'll do is on the front page, I will do number 1, number 7, number 6, and number 12. Okay? We'll do some varied difficulty. So number one, first of all, this is one of these things that you do in algebra where there's no equal sign. Look at your paper. You see no equal signs. So we are not solving. We are just changing the way that these are written. It's like simplify. Okay? So, number one says log base 5 of 4 plus log base 5 of 3. So if we go back to our equations, wrong. What we're doing here is essentially we are working now from right to left. So we said that we could take multiplication and change it to addition. In this example, we are taking addition, and it says to condense it. So we want to change this addition to multiplication. So that's going to be the log base 5 of 4 times 3. Do you see how I did that? I used the rule. And then we'll just write our answer as the log base 5 of 12. That's your answer. Okay? So far so good, right? Number 6. 2 times the log of x. Remember, that's the log base 10 of x. Minus 3 times the log of y. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use... Oh man, this has been a failure. The third law, the third rule. Okay? So if we have something in front, we can put it where? We can put it as an exponent. So, we're going to write this as log of x squared minus log of y what? Y cubed. Now, we are going to take our subtraction and change it to what? Division. Is that what you said? That's what you said, right? That's right. And now you can see that our answer is condensed. It's, packed in there. What's condensed milk? Is it like milk in powdered form? No? It's in liquid form? I don't want any part of that. It's sweet. Maybe I do want part of that. Maybe I want the whole thing. They make desserts out of condensed milk? Oh, well, how about me judging condensed milk during diversity week? That's terrible. I'm now completely open-minded to condensed milk. I remember when we would run out of milk at home when I was young, and maybe my parents were like just tight on money, and my mom would make milk from powder, and we would put it in our cereal, and it was terrible. There were I would literally cry. It was so bad. All right, number 7. Log base 3 of 4x plus 2 times the log base 3 of 5y. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put that 2 up. So I'm going to leave the first term alone for a second. Okay, like that. Then I think I'm going to actually just square that. Okay? Why did I square it? Well, what would you have done? I squared it because I was bored, and I felt like I should do something, so I squared it. I can't even I can't answer it any better than that. This is weird stuff. Maybe your question is, how did you know what to do next? I just kind of followed order of operations. Okay? You know what that is? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Do you know that? How do you guys know how to do things in Uzbekistan in order? What do you use? What's your sentence? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Your acronyms are different in Uzbek language. Good answer, Akmal. This stands for parentheses, which is this. It's telling you the order in which you do math problems. What's the E stand for, class? Exponents. Do you know what exponents are? Okay. M. Multiply. D. Do you know that? Yeah. What do you call it? All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, back to the problem now. So, now I'm to the point where I don't have a whole lot else I can do, so I have to use my rules and turn addition into what? Into multiplication. So my final step will be the log base 3. 4 times 25 is 100. X, Y squared. Not easy, okay? Finally, oh, nice. Just randomly an easy one. Log base 6 of 3 minus log base 6 of 6. Nothing we can do, so we go straight from subtraction to division. So this is going to be the log base 6 of 3 divided by 6. So the log base 6 of 1/2. Okay? So far so good? Flip it over to the back. Now we are expanding. So we will do, how about 15 and 18? 18 is tough. Okay? 15 is not. Do you know what XYZ stands for in English? Examine your zipper. So if anyone ever tells you XYZ, that means your fly's down. Okay? Alright? Just stuff that you learn. Okay, so this time it says expand. So we want to take our multiplication and change it into what? Addition. Very good, Akmal. Did you just say you didn't know that either?
No.
They don't do that in New Hampshire?
No.
You guys probably don't even have zippers. All you hippies button everything and just tie everything. Exactly. I love it. I love it. Okay. Your store is open? The store is open. I like it. Your store is open. Okay. Your store is open. Did you know that YKK makes like every zipper? Like if you look at your zipper right now, I would almost promise you it is made by the company YKK. It's crazy. And so much so that Outkast references that in one of my favorite Outkast songs. Yours is Hollister? I said most zippers. Alright. This is going to be a great video. I like it. I like it. It's a nice view into how random this class is in actuality. Alright, number 18 is so tough. Log of 7 times 3x minus 2 squared. Now you're going to be really mad at me, because I'm not going to do order of operations. Okay? Hi, Alex. So, here's why I'm not doing order of operations. First of all, you could. It wouldn't be wrong. It just would be harder. Is the 7 being squared? It is not. So what I'm going to do first is turn my multiplication into what? Addition. Nice job. So, log of 7 plus log of 3x minus 2 squared. Okay? Did you get a worksheet, Alex? Nice shirt. Is that crispy new? Like, is this the first time you wore it today? Okay. Okay. Just wondering. All right, now I can apply this power to the front. So I'm going to leave the log 7 by itself and call this 2 times the log of 3x minus 2. Now here's where I got really, really nervous for a spell. Because I've never taught this before. So I looked at that like, well, there's got to be something else I can do. There's not. I mean, I can't factor anything out of here. And how many terms are in this parentheses? 2. So since these are being subtracted, if you look back at our rules, how many times can I fail at this in one video? There was no rule where we had things being added or subtracted inside of the parentheses. Okay? So that means that's as far as we can go. That's it. This is the answer to number 18. Okay? And finally, I'll do one more for you. This is a calculator one. 21. This is that change of base formula, which is our kind of added our fourth log base 4 of 32. In your calculator, to find out what that is, just put in log of 32 divided by log of 4. Somebody hit me up with that? Is that right? Boom.